close-up of hands practicing smiles in a small mirror mounted by a door. 3 different smiles. Click of a pen between each one. A ritual. The face behind the smiles is exhausted, eyes hollow. But when the door opens, the smile that emerges is radiant. Maya Okafor's smile was the most reliable thing at State University. Bright, warm, instant, like flipping a switch. What nobody knew was that she practiced it every single morning at exactly 6:47 a.m., sitting on the edge of her bed, counting to 100 before her feet touched the floor. Because if she didn't count, she might never get up at all. This is a story about the exhaustion of being everyone's answer and what happens when the person who never says no forgets how to say yes to herself. Let's start from the beginning. It's Thursday night at Rawlings Hall, and Maya is exactly where everyone expects her to be, making everything better. The dorm common room smells like hot chocolate and stress. It's 11 p.m., midterms week, and 15 freshman residents crowd around mismatched furniture that's seen better days. Maya stands at the center wearing a sweatshirt that screams, "You got this," in letters big enough to be a promise. Okay, she says, holding up a steaming mug. Who wants to do the chemistry professor impression? A girl with smudged mascara laughs, actually laughs for the first time in hours. Do the thing with his glasses. Maya pushes invisible glasses up her nose, deepens her voice. The mitochondria is... Is? Perfectly timed pause. Well, that's gonna be on the exam either way. The room erupts. Someone spills hot chocolate, someone else takes a selfie. Maya's in the center, arms around 2 freshmen who look at her like she hung the moon. "I don't know how you do it," says Sophie, her co-RA, refilling mugs. She always moves like she's a little behind on something. You're literally taking organic chem and running 3 clubs and dealing with all of us, and you never break. Maya's laugh comes out automatic, muscle memory, just doing what needs to be done. The phrase slides out smooth as glass. She said it 700 times, maybe 800. It stopped meaning anything around time 300. By midnight, the last resident shuffles out. Maya stays behind, collecting dirty mugs, wiping down the counter, stacking chairs. Sophie offers to help, but Maya waves her off. "I got it." And the door clicks shut behind her. The smile vanishes, not slowly, instantly, like cutting power to a stage. Maya stands alone in the common room, still holding a mug with a cartoon cat that says "positive vibes only." Her hand shakes, just slightly. The mug rattles against the counter when she sets it down. She slides down against the door, knees to chest, and sits on the tile floor that smells like pine cleaner, and doesn't move for 20 minutes. Her yellow planner falls from her bag, landing open to tomorrow's page. 19 tasks, all color-coded, all urgent. She doesn't pick it up. Later, alone in her single room at the end of the hallway, Maya pulls out her phone, opens her university email, clicks on drafts. 12 drafts to campus counseling services, written in the middle of different nights, never sent. She adds a 13th. "I can't do this anymore. I don't want to die, but I don't want to be here. I'm so tired. I can't keep pretending." Her thumb hovers over send for 37 seconds. She closes the app, locks her phone, sets it face down, sits on the edge of her bed and counts to 100. But perfection isn't sustainable, and cracks were beginning to show. Wednesday afternoon, 3rd floor of the science building. That conference room that always smells like dry erase markers and desperation. The pre-med study group sprawls around a table covered in notebooks and half-empty coffee cups. James Chen, her lab partner, the quiet one who doodles in the margins of everything, asks Maya something about molecular geometry. Standard question, one she could answer in her sleep last semester. But Maya doesn't respond. She's staring at a spot on the wall above his head, pen frozen mid-air over her notebook. Her vision tunnels. The voices around her turn fuzzy, like someone wrapped her head in cotton. Maya? 10 seconds of silence. Could be 10 hours. Time does weird things when you're not fully present in your body. Maya, louder this time. She snaps back, blinking hard. 5 faces staring. Her hands, when did they start shaking? She tucks them under the table quick. Her signature smile clicks into place. Sorry, was just thinking through the answer. So, molecular geometry, right? She delivers the explanation perfectly, like reading from a script. Everyone nods, satisfied, moving on to the next problem. But James doesn't move on. He glances at her hands, now gripping her knees so tight her knuckles are white. He doesn't say anything, just keeps doodling tiny stars in his notebook margin and watching her out of the corner of his eye. Friday night. Maya's supposed to be at Rossellini's Italian restaurant at 7 p.m. Her 3 closest friends spent 2 weeks planning this, her 20th birthday dinner. She knew about it for 13 days. At 6:47 p.m., Maya sits in her car in an empty campus parking lot. Engine off, keys in her lap, hands on the steering wheel. She's already dressed, makeup done, hair perfect. She just has to drive there, walk inside, be Maya for 3 hours, smile, laugh, open presents, take selfies, perform gratitude, perform joy. The thought makes her ribcage feel 3 sizes too small. 6:53 p.m. Her phone buzzes. Almost here, can't wait to see you, with 12 heart emojis from Sophie. 6:58 p.m. She should be pulling into the parking lot. 7:04 p.m. They're probably wondering where she is. Her thumbs move across the screen. So sorry, RA emergency. One of my residents needs me. You guys go ahead without me. I feel terrible. 3 dots appear immediately. Oh no, is everything okay? Do you need help? All good, just need to stay and handle it. I'll make it up to you guys. Have fun. Red heart. She's gotten so good at lying that even her emojis sound sincere. Maya sits in that parking lot for 2 more hours, watching the sunset through the windshield. Eventually, she goes through a McDonald's drive-thru, the one on the edge of town where no one knows her, and eats alone in a different parking lot. The burger tastes like cardboard, or maybe nothing has tasted like anything in months and she's just now noticing. Her phone fills with messages. Miss you, hope your resident is okay. We saved you a cannoli. She responds to each one with perfect enthusiasm. You guys are the best. Tell me everything. Love you. Every exclamation point is a small act of violence against herself. Tuesday evening, the conference room in the student union building with the fluorescent lights that buzz like angry insects. 15 student government members around a table. Maya's at the front with a presentation she spent 8 hours preparing. Mental Health Awareness Week in cheerful letters on the projector screen. The irony tastes bitter. She's 3 slides in talking about destigmatizing counseling services when her mouth just stops. Mid-sentence, actually. She's looking at her notes and the words are just shapes, black marks on white paper. They don't mean anything. Everyone waits. The silence stretches. 5 seconds, 8, 12. Maya? The student body president, Rachel, who color codes her planner just like Maya does, leans forward. You okay? Her heart is doing something arrhythmic-ish in her chest. The room tilts slightly left. She grips the edge of the table. Lost my place. The laugh that comes out sounds wrong even to her. Forced air through a tight throat. Sorry, where was I? She finishes the presentation on autopilot, says the right words in the right order, answers questions, accepts praise for such important work. The meeting ends. People pack up, chatting about weekend plans. Maya waits until everyone leaves. Then she walks deliberately, not running, never running, that would raise questions, to the 4th floor bathroom in the science building, the single-stall one that nobody uses because it's too far from everything. She locks herself inside and sits on the closed toilet lid and doesn't come out for 45 minutes. She misses her next class, the first class she's missed in 2 years. Her phone buzzes 7 times. She doesn't look. In her bag, her yellow planner sits open. Inside the back cover, traced over so many times the pen has worn through the paper. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. And then, everything fell apart. It's 2:30 a.m. on a Tuesday. Maya has been awake for 21 hours. Her room smells like coffee gone cold and the particular staleness of air that hasn't moved in too long. Her laptop's blue light makes everything look underwater. A 12-page paper sits finished on her screen, turned in 17 minutes ago. On her floor, supply bags for tomorrow's RA program, all assembled, labeled, ready. She's standing in front of her door, already dressed, backpack on, car keys pressed into her palm so hard the teeth leave marks. Her hand is on the doorknob. In her head, a thought so clear it sounds like someone else speaking. I could just drive, get on the highway, keep going, not come back. It would be so easy. Just disappear. They'd figure it out eventually. Someone would take over her RA duties, someone would organize the programs, someone would be everyone's answer. The world would keep spinning without her. Maybe it would spin better. Her hand turns the doorknob. The click sounds too loud in the silent hallway. She opens the door, takes one step out, and there's Becca, her freshman resident, the homesick one from Iowa who knocks on Maya's door 3 times a week minimum, sitting on the hallway floor outside Maya's room, back against the wall, face wet with tears. She looks up. Maya, I'm sorry, I know it's late. I didn't know where else to go. Maya stares at her for a long time. 3 seconds, 5, 10. And then, like muscle memory, like a reflex she can't control even now. Come in. Tell me what's wrong. The mask snaps back into place. Becca talks about her boyfriend back home, about failing a math test, about missing her mom. Standard stuff, fixable stuff. Maya hears herself giving advice, the right advice probably, but she's watching from somewhere else, like she's floating near the ceiling, looking down at this girl named Maya, comforting another girl, and neither of them are real. Her mouth is moving, words are coming out, but she's not deciding them. Becca leaves at 3:47 a.m., red-eyed but smiling, hugging Maya tight. Thank you so much. I don't know what I'd do without you. The door closes. Maya stands in the exact center of her room, car keys still in her hand, backpack still on her shoulders. She stands there for 6 minutes. Then her knees fold and she sits down hard on the floor. Doesn't lay down, just sits. Stares at the wall where she's taped up photos of friends, awards, acceptance letters, all these pieces of proof that she's successful, accomplished, okay. She stares at them until the sun comes up. Doesn't sleep, doesn't cry, doesn't move, just sits. At 6:47 a.m., her alarm goes off. The sound is violent. She silences it, counts to 100, gets up, takes a shower so hot it leaves her skin red, gets dressed, practices her 3 smiles in the mirror. Excited smile, sympathetic smile, listening smile, clicking her pen twice between each one. At 7:23 a.m., she texts James, "Hey, not feeling great today. Can you send me lab notes? Thanks." She goes back to bed, fully dressed, shoes still on, lies on top of the covers and stares at the ceiling. Hours pass. She's not sure how many. Her phone buzzes. Texts from friends, class reminders, meeting notifications. She doesn't look. Around noon, someone knocks on her door. She doesn't answer. Another knock at 3 p.m. Different rhythm. She stays silent. At 4:17 p.m., her phone rings. She declines the call. At 6:30 p.m., she opens her email drafts, reads through all 13 unsent messages to counseling services, opens a new one. I think about just disappearing every single day. Everyone keeps telling me how great I'm doing, and I want to scream. I don't know what's wrong with me. Why can't I just be happy? Her cursor blinks at the end, waiting. She closes the laptop, curls on her side, still in her shoes, still fully dressed. The yellow planner has fallen off her desk, papers scattered around it. She doesn't pick them up. If she just stayed here, if she just stopped showing up, how long before someone noticed, really noticed? But someone was paying closer attention than Maya realized. Wednesday morning, organic chemistry lab. Maya shows up because missing twice in a row raises red flags, and red flags mean questions, and questions mean having to explain things she can't name. She's at her station, white coat on, goggles in place, looking exactly like herself. James Chan arrives, sets down his backpack, arranges his pens in a line like he always does, pulls out 2 packs of gum, one for him, one to offer, and extends it to Maya. She takes a piece without looking at him. Thanks. They work in silence, which is normal. James isn't a talker. But then Maya picks up a pipette, points it at a solution, and just stands there, holding it, staring. 30 seconds pass, 1 minute, 3 minutes. She's going through the motion, hand moving up and down, but nothing's transferring. She's just mechanically moving, not present. Maya. No response. Maya. Still nothing. He touches her shoulder lightly, and she flinches so hard she nearly drops the pipette. Her eyes snap to his face, like she forgot where she was. You okay? Yeah, sorry, I'm just... She trails off, doesn't finish the sentence. James looks at her notebook. The page is blank except for today's date. Maya's notebooks are never blank. They're color-coded works of art. He doesn't say anything about it. After lab, he packs up slowly, watches Maya leave, follows at a distance. She walks to the parking lot, gets in her car, and just sits there, head on the steering wheel, not moving. James stands by his own car, 2 rows away, watching. 10 minutes pass, 15, 20. He gets in his car and drives away, but he's not forgetting what he saw. Saturday afternoon, James is at the campus coffee shop, The Grind, where everything smells like burnt espresso and ambition, working on problem sets when he spots Maya through the window. She's sitting alone at a corner table, laptop open, coffee in front of her, untouched and clearly cold. She's staring at the screen, but not moving, just staring. He watches for 5 minutes. She doesn't blink. He goes inside, walks to her table. Hey. She looks up. The smile clicks on. Oh, hi, how's it going? Good. He gestures to her coffee. That looks pretty dead. Want me to get you a fresh one? Oh, I didn't even notice. Yeah, that'd be great, thanks. James doesn't go to the counter. He sits down across from her. Maya. He leans forward slightly. Real talk. How are you actually doing? And you don't have to say fine. Something flickers across her face, fast, gone in a second. Why does everyone keep asking me that? The laugh that comes out is too bright, brittle. I'm good, just busy, you know? She gestures at her laptop like proof. Midterms and RA stuff, and just all the things. Yeah, but her phone rings. She grabs it like a lifeline. Sorry, RA stuff. She stands, leaving her laptop, her coffee, her bag. Thanks for checking, though. She's out the door before he can respond. James sits there, looking at the abandoned laptop, the cursor blinking on an empty document, the cold coffee with a cartoon cat that says, "Positive vibes only." He almost leaves. Then he remembers his sister, senior year of college, sitting in her car for hours, saying she was fine, totally fine, right up until she wasn't. He texts Maya, "Hey, you left your stuff. I'll wait here until you come back." She doesn't come back. Monday evening, Maya's missed their study group, not answering texts. James checks her usual spots, library, common room, That bench by the quad where she sometimes sits between classes. Nothing. Then he remembers. Weeks ago, he'd grabbed the wrong floor in the elevator, got out on 4 instead of 3, heard someone crying in the bathroom, the single-stall one at the end of the hall that nobody uses. He'd kept walking that day, figured it was none of his business. Now he takes the stairs to the 4th floor of the science building. The hallway's empty. This floor is mostly supply closets and unused offices. The bathroom door at the end is closed. He knocks. Silence. Maya, I know you're in here. More silence. I'm not leaving. He sits down on the floor outside the stall, back against the wall, pulls out his phone and pretends to scroll. 2 minutes pass. 5. 10. Then, quietly from inside, I'm fine. Just need a minute. Okay. He keeps scrolling. I'll wait. Another minute of silence. You don't have to do that. I know. 30 seconds, a minute, 2. He hears her shift, the sound of someone sitting on a tile floor. James. Her voice sounds wrong, scraped raw. You should go. I'm serious. I'm fine. When's the last time you slept? What? Slept. Like actually slept. More than 3 hours. Silence. When's the last time you ate something that wasn't because someone was watching? That's not... James, when's the last time you said no to someone who needed your help? Longer silence. Then, so quiet he almost missed it, I don't know. James leans his head back against the wall, stares at the ceiling tiles. One of them is water-stained, looks like a map of somewhere. You don't have to be the person who saves everyone, Maya. He says it to the ceiling, not the door. Easier that way. You can just be the person who needs help right now. The lock clicks, so quiet but he hears it. The door opens slowly, just a crack, then wider. Maya's sitting on the floor, knees pulled to chest, back against the opposite wall. Her makeup is smudged, eyes red and swollen like she's been crying for hours. Her perfect mask cracked all the way through. She looks at him, and her voice comes out small and broken. I don't know how to do that. That's okay. James doesn't move, doesn't come closer, just sits there, present. We'll figure it out. But first, can you just tell me one true thing? Just one. Doesn't have to be everything. Just something real. She's quiet for so long he thinks she won't answer. Then, I'm not okay. Barely a whisper. I'm not okay, and I haven't been okay for so long, and everyone keeps saying how amazing I am, and I can't anymore. I can't. Her voice cracks. Tears spill over. She drops her head to her knees. James stays sitting, doesn't rush to comfort, doesn't try to fix, just says, okay, thank you for telling me. They sit in that ugly bathroom with its flickering lights, its smell of industrial cleaner for 7 minutes. James pulls out his phone, opens a web page, slides his phone across the floor toward her. Campus counseling services, the appointment request form. I'm not saying you have to, his voice is gentle, but maybe. Maya stares at the phone, picks it up with shaking hands. Her thumb hovers over the screen. Will you... She can't finish the sentence. I'll stay right here. She fills out the form. Name, student ID, preferred times. In the comments box, she types, I need help. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I need help. She hits submit before she can change her mind. The confirmation email arrives immediately, Thursday, 3 p.m. She hands James his phone back, pulls her knees tighter to her chest. I'm scared. Yeah, he nods. That makes sense. What if they can't fix me? What if they can help you learn how to fix yourself? She looks at him, really looks, and for the first time in months, something in her chest unclenches just slightly. It wasn't a solution, but it was a start. Thursday, 3 p.m. Maya sits in a waiting room that smells like lavender and old magazines. The counselor, Dr. Reeves, mid-40s, wearing a cardigan with tiny embroidered bees, calls her in. The office is smaller than Maya expected, Plants everywhere, a box of tissues within easy reach. The couch looks comfortable in a way that feels dangerous. So, Maya, Dr. Reeves doesn't have a clipboard, just sits in a chair across from her. Tell me what brought you here. Maya opens her mouth. The automatic, I'm fine, just stressed, is right there, ready to deploy. Instead, what comes out is, I don't remember the last time I felt happy. Dr. Reeves nods. Doesn't look shocked, doesn't look pitying, just listening. Everyone thinks I have it together, and I do, like I'm good at everything. I get good grades, and I help people, and I do all the things I'm supposed to do. But it's like I'm watching someone else do those things, and I'm just so tired of pretending. The words keep coming. Messy, disorganized, true. She talks about her brother, the pressure to be the successful one, the masks she puts on every morning, the counting to 100 just to get out of bed, the nights in her car, the drafts she never sends. Dr. Reeves listens, sometimes nods, sometimes jots something down, mostly just listens. At some point, Maya realizes she's crying. The tissues are in her hand, but she doesn't remember reaching for them. Can I ask you something? Dr. Reeves leans forward slightly. You mentioned helping people, achieving things, being there for everyone. When was the last time you did something just because you wanted to, not because someone needed you to? Maya stares at her. She can't answer. She genuinely cannot remember. Okay, so here's your homework for this week. Say no to one thing, just one, something someone asks you to do. Can you try that? Maya's chest tightens. But what if they need me? What if you need you more? It's not a movie transformation. There's no montage set to inspirational music. On Friday, a freshman knocks on Maya's door at 11 p.m. Can you help me with my essay? It's due tomorrow and I'm totally lost. Maya's mouth opens. I got it is right there. Instead, I'm sorry, I can't tonight. But the writing center and the library is open until midnight. They're really helpful. She closes the door, stands there, waiting for guilt. It comes, heavy, crushing, but underneath it, relief, tiny, fragile, real. Sunday morning, she puts 1 hour in her yellow planner. The box just says nothing. No tasks, no obligations, just space. She spends it sitting in her car, not panicking this time, just sitting, watching people walk by, existing without performing. It feels strange, wrong, like breaking a rule, but also quieter. At her next therapy session, Dr. Reeves asks, "How did saying no feel?" Terrible, Maya laughs, but it's real this one, not performed. But also kind of, I don't know, less terrible than I thought. That's growth. It doesn't feel like growth, it feels like failing people. Or maybe, Dr. Reeves tilts her head, it feels like learning that your worth isn't conditional on being everyone's answer. Maya doesn't respond, but she writes it down in her notes. 3 weeks after that bathroom floor conversation, Maya's in the campus coffee shop with James and Sophie and 2 other friends. Someone mentions a new campus event. We need volunteers, and everyone looks at Maya automatically. The old Maya would have said yes instantly. This Maya pauses, checks her planner, looks at the space she's blocked out for nothing. I can't take that on right now, but thanks for thinking of me. Becca blinks. Wait, really? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm just learning to not do everything. Oh, okay, cool. Sophie moves on to asking someone else, and the world doesn't end. Under the table, James catches Maya's eye, gives her the tiniest nod. She texts him later. That was hard. He responds, but you did it. She saves the message. There are still bad days, days when the counting takes longer, days when she sits in her car and doesn't want to go inside, days when the mask feels easier than honesty. But now she has Dr. Reeves' number. She has James, who texts her without needing a reason, just, "How's today?" She has Thursday afternoons blocked for therapy. She has the words, "I'm struggling," in her vocabulary. One Tuesday night, Becca knocks on her door, tears streaming. Another crisis. Maya looks at her, really looks, sees herself 6 weeks ago. "Come in," she opens the door. "But Becca, after this, we're going to talk about you seeing someone at counseling services, because I can't be your only support person, and that's not me being mean, that's me knowing that you deserve more help than just me." Becca looks surprised, but nods. Later, Maya opens her email drafts, all 13 unsent messages to counseling services. She reads through them. Then she drafts number 14. "I'm Maya Okafor. I have an appointment with Dr. Reeves every Thursday at 3 p.m. I just wanted to say thank you. I didn't think I could ask for help. I didn't think I deserved it. I'm still learning that maybe I do. Some days are still really hard, but I'm here, and that feels like something." This one she sends. Behind every smile could be a story like Maya's. We hide because we learn that being needed is safer than needing, that helping others is easier than asking for help, that the mask of perfection is more acceptable than the truth of struggling. Maya was the friend everyone called. Maya was the person no one checked on. But all it took was someone noticing. Someone who didn't accept "I'm fine" as the whole story. Someone who sat outside a bathroom door and didn't leave. If you know someone like Maya, the person who never says no, who's always put together, who everyone depends on, pay attention. Look for the small things. The hands that shake when they think no one's watching. The zoning out in the middle of conversations. The canceled plans explained away too easily. The smile that doesn't quite reach their eyes anymore. And then ask. Not once, not twice, but 3 times if you have to. Because people like Maya have learned to deflect. They've perfected the art of "I'm fine." Your job isn't to fix them. It's to sit outside that bathroom door and not leave. If you're wearing a mask right now, if you're everyone's rock but you're crumbling inside, know that asking for help isn't failing. It's the bravest thing you can do. You don't have to earn the right to struggle. You don't have to hit rock bottom to deserve support. You're allowed to need help while still being the person others need. Those two things can be true at the same time. And if you know someone who might be struggling behind their smile, someone who's a little too perfect, a little too helpful, a little too fine, reach out, notice, stay. Sometimes the person who saves everyone just needs someone brave enough to save them back. If you're struggling right now, National Crisis Text Line. Text HOME to 741-741. National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 988. Campus Counseling Services. Check your university website. You're not alone, and you're worth fighting for. Share this video if you know someone who needs to hear it. Comment your story if you feel safe doing so. This community holds space for real struggles, not just perfect lives. Subscribe for more stories about the battles we fight behind closed doors. Because behind every smile is a story. Some just need someone brave enough to look.